I want to start with why. Okay, so you went on your ruck today, right?
No, this is just a jog/walk.
Okay, and so tell us what happened.
Uh, I came close to a heat stroke, I think. That's probably the closest I've come to a heat stroke, anyway.
No, I'm pretty sure the closest was when the crampy leg. That's had to be.
That was muscle spasms, though. Like this was like, I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm about to die. This is where I go.
Why would you do that to yourself? You heard that?
Yeah. Oh my God.
What is that?
I don't know. That was scary.
What is it?
I don't know. I was trying to be on my David Goggins, C.T.
Right.
Fletcher stuff, you know? I was like, stop being a pussy, just keep going. Stop being a pussy, just keep going. And then I went from that to fucking, God, someone save me. Like, really quick.
And the worst part is, tell me the worst part. I think the worst part is.
I was like 100 yards from making it home, and I called my sister.
He could have rolled to his house.
I know. I probably could have just rolled.
Were you like, were people passing you? You were like, please, if like, I feel like if somebody passed you at that moment, you would have been like, and they're like, hey man, it's kind of hot out here. You need a ride. Like they thought you were just walking, like to get some.
Like a weird crackhead sitting out front of the gas station. I was just leaning up against the gas station, waiting for my sister to come save my life.
Is that where you were?
Yeah. You know, those guys are always sitting there, like, I need change, or
Yeah.
I need some money so I can make it to Tennessee to see my wife.
Yeah, my wife ran out of gas in fucking bumfuck Tennessee.
Man, I gave you $20 last week. You're still out here. You ain't made it.
That's why I don't give money to homeless people. I give food to homeless people.
Yeah, that's like
dish it out of the window.
There was a girl that was at Walmart in Hanson, and I stopped.
A homeless woman? There's homeless people, or like people that beg for money in Hanson.
I'm assuming maybe she came in off the truck stop.
Oh, that's a good place. Yeah.
I think she walked over.
What do you think she was doing at that truck stop?
I don't know, but anyway,
you think she was a lot lizard?
She could be a lot lizard.
You know what a lot lizard is?
Yeah, a lizard that knows a lot.
Geico.
Yeah.
Gecko?
Yeah. No, but I got her a Subway sandwich instead of getting her money. And the only reason I did that is because she had a dog.
Wait, a lot. I feel like your Subway sandwich says a lot about you. What did she get?
I got her a cold cut combo.
Wait, was she not with you? Like you just went in and got a sandwich, brought it back out to her?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought like you took her.
No.
Like,
That would have been weird.
It's being fucking.
Like I want like 10 cookies.
You think she would have took advantage of you at that point? She'd be like, "Can I get extra meat, please?" Extra?
Probably.
Yeah.
And you know what? I was kind of mad when I got back because people were giving her stuff too. Like I know that's.
No,
up,
I understand. We
know
talked about. I don't remember if we talked about on this podcast or when you were on mine, but I said the same thing when a guy, he was carrying a bunch of groceries or something.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna help this guy. I had went down the block, turned around, got back, and he's getting in somebody else's car. I was like, really?
Like, man, I'm about to eat this damn sandwich myself. I don't even want to.
Like they chose that? Yeah. What? So. When you walked up to her, were you like, hey, I got your sandwich? Or would you play it off like, hey, I have an extra sandwich?
I was mad because I seen that she was getting like grocery bags and stuff.
Wait, and this is before you gave her the sandwich.
I was rolling up, and as I was rolling back with the sandwich all high and mighty, feeling like I'm just a saint and a good person, I seen someone was giving her like bags of stuff. I'm like, why are you buying this woman groceries? She's not going to put it in the microwave. She ain't got a stove at home. She ain't got a damn home. What is she going to do with it? You know what I mean?
They're giving her stuff that's going to... What do they call those? Perishables?
Yeah. So I roll up, and I'm just like, sandwich. And she's like, God bless you. And I was like, yeah, whatever. And I took off because I was mad. Because I wanted to be the first person.
Isn't that crazy how that works? How you get mad at a homeless person for taking stuff from other people?
It's messed up.
Yeah, I know. I don't agree with it, but I do it too for sure. I do that a lot.
It's definitely a thing.
Or when you don't have anything and they're right by your car at a stoplight. Like it's real bad in Evansville. Every stoplight on 41, there's a guy there with the sign. You're like, I just gave all my shit to the guy back there. I'm sorry.
Don't do it.
And there's always that guy that's like that looks at you like. There's somebody else behind you that's not giving them anything. And they're like, y'all giving that homeless lady. They probably like, she was here last week.
Yeah. Somebody knows.
And then she probably around the corner, she's getting in a Bentley and taking off.
There's that guy that's been doing that around here.
Around where? Where do you see all these homeless people at?
No, he's not really homeless though. He's lying. He's holding up a sign saying, work for money or whatever.
Where's he at? Where's he located?
He goes from different Walmarts.
Is that one guy that wears a white shirt and blue jean shorts everywhere around town? What's his deal?
Oh, the one with the stick and the long hair?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he was around before dinosaurs, man.
Dude, I've never seen that guy not walking.
I don't know what he is.
He's the one guy every time I go home, he's walking somewhere.
Yeah. He's different, man.
He puts in work.
He's a different breed.
I wonder how many calories he burns a day.
I don't know. What are calories to him? Do you think he eats?
Well, he's not a small guy.
I wonder if he has a home.
Or he just walks. He's just, I'm just, man, I really don't have a place to lay my head, so I just keep it moving.
Yeah. And then there's that black woman that goes down there by the Taco John's, and she just paces back and forth in front of traffic. I'm always scared she's going to jump out in front of me one day.
How often does she do that?
About once a week at least.
There used to be an old black man like 10 years ago that would play guitar across from
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
he used to play at that there's a bench across from Farrell's.
He was in Farrell's one night when I went in there.
Did you buy him food that day? Or was she like, hey, man?
No, I didn't. I just got my food and left, but I enjoyed the music while I was there.
Oh, he was playing?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
He was playing inside Farrell's?
Yeah.
Is that a good place for acoustics?
Dude, he didn't even have to be good. He was just like an old black guy wearing a suit with a guitar. I mean, he fit the profile.
Was it summer? What was it?
I don't remember. It was a while.
Dude, wearing a suit in the summer, being homeless.
Yeah.
If he was he even homeless, or was he just like playing guitar? He just probably.
I'm assuming, but maybe I shouldn't.
He probably was an older guy. He just lived around the corner. It's like, I'm gonna walk downtown, babe. Tired of his wife's shit.
You don't like hearing my songs no more. I know some people will like them.
I'll go down to Farrell's. Dude, speaking of Farrell's, if you're not from here or ever heard of Farrell's, there's one in Mattsville. There's one in Hoptown. That's all the two I know.
And Codys.
Oh, there's three.
Yeah.
Oh, they're like Grippos, man. You can only get them in 3 places.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
About Grippos?
Yeah, same thing with New Grape.
What's New Grapes?
Like the pop New Grape.
No, like what's like Grippos? You can only get them South Carolina, Kentucky, and Ohio.
I'm not sure where. I just know they're not everywhere. When I went to Illinois for college, that's when I found that out real quick.
They don't have Grippos either, though, do they?
No, they don't have New Grape or none of that.
I remember, where did I go the first time? And I was like, you ever heard of Grippos? And I was like, what?
Yeah.
No. Or I said, I went to a store. I was like, y'all got Grippos? Because we was grilling somewhere. Like, hey, where's the Grippos? And they're like, what? What would you think a Grippo is if you didn't know what it was?
I don't know, like a candy maybe?
A Grippo, yeah. Maybe it's like a
gummy hippo?
Or like a gripper, like some type of gripper that looks like a hippo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely a hippo, though. I feel like that.
Yeah, you got like a purple hippo.
The first time I went up north and ordered a sweet tea, it's rather disturbing.
What do you mean?
It's like, can I get a sweet tea?
Wait, how far north? I've only been Indiana as far north as I've ever been.
This was Minnesota.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
We're at a Denny's. I ordered a sweet tea, and the waitress was like, what do you mean? I was like, can I get a sweet tea? You know? She's like, well, we got this peach tea, and I think it's pretty sweet. And I was like, just give me some sweet tea and, like, a shit ton of sugar.
They didn't even know what it was?
No. She was, like, lost and, like, laughing about it.
She's probably, oh, you aren't from here.
Yeah.
Dude, so if you were at a Denny's in Minnesota,
Yeah.
how different are the waitresses than, because I feel like we have a certain type of waitresses at our Denny's. Like, they're all the same. They're all like, got some shit going on at home. Yeah. Dude, one time, the girl I dated in high school, we went to Denny's on a date, and the damn waitress was like walking up to the table, picking, she's like bleeding, like on her arm. She's like asking what we want. We were like, we're gonna go to Applebee's.
We don't want hepatitis.
Yeah, I was like, what are you doing back there?
Yeah.
So what's the waitresses like in the north?
They're definitely not as nice as in the south. You know what I mean? They're more business.
I'll tell you somewhere that's not nice.
Personable.
You ever been to? There's a restaurant where there's like a smart ass to you.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking. Where they wear the hat and stuff.
They were wearing a hat. Yeah.
And then they Call you like a whore or something.
No, we went to that one. That one was when we went there together in Florida.
I didn't go there.
Didn't they write some shit on a hat and we had hats?
I don't know. That was medieval times.
No, we went somewhere that this guy has a small dick and they write it on a hat.
Shit, I don't know, man.
Dicks.
Oh yeah.
Dick's Last Resort.
That is what it's called. I don't think we went there though, did we?
I went there with somebody.
Yeah.
I think it might have been my
Who
friend.
got the small dick hat?
Not me.
Lucky you.
On my podcast today that I did, I talked about I watched this documentary. This documentary about meth heads. Or is meth and Oxycontin the same thing? What's the difference?
I think they're from the same tree.
That's what I thought. Because one's like a pill. I'm pretty sure Oxycontin's more of a pill.
It's like Adderall's kind of like meth. People don't like to admit that, but kind of does the same thing.
Well, I watched this documentary, and I was thinking, it's funny how if you watch a documentary about a small town of white people hooked on drugs, it's all funny.
Was it The Whites?
What do you mean?
That documentary about...
Oh, The Whites of West Virginia? No,
yeah.
I watched that, but no, it wasn't that one.
Oh.
This one was called Oceana. It's about a town called Oceana. Yeah, they changed. It's like Methenburg.
Yeah.
And they did that, and everybody, this poor girl, came on there. She was probably like 21, 22. She said, I've done some dirty things for some Oxycontin. I don't even want to tell you. I'm like, oh. And she's pregnant. She's like, my husband, he's getting home from work, he got locked up. And I was like, I need Oxycontin. So I was,
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. And could you imagine a small town of white people that are addicted to Oxycontin? What you have to do to get Oxycontin?
What kind of dirty jobs are we talking
yeah.
about?
I was like, I feel like she was underneath a trailer fucking somebody.
Damn. Or
I feel like you remember that episode of you ever watch Turtle
Jobs?
Man? No,
Oh.
Turtle Man.
Yeah.
When he had to get a bunch of raccoons underneath the trailer.
Yeah.
I feel like
You feel like she was up under the trailer?
fucking somebody for Oxycontin.
Probably.
And Turtle Man's like, yeah.
I'll give you 2 bars, you get them dozen coons out from underneath my trailer.
I'm gonna clip that. You saying dirty coons? That's good. That's one more strike on your racist
Well, they're
resume.
dirty. They're under the house.
Who's under the house?
The dozen coons. All right.
That's racist. Anyways, what's you watch Dirty Jobs?
You never watch Dirty Jobs with Rob?
No,
it's
I
not
can't.
Rob Lowe. I don't know what the guy's
It's
name is.
Bob Lowe.
Oh, Pablo. Got it.
No, Bob.
All right, Bob.
Not Pob.
Bob Lowe.
You remember when we used to watch? What was that show we used to watch all the time? Buckskin? Bucknell, that's a college. Buck Wild. No, that's what was that country version of Jersey Shore we used to watch all the time?
Party Down South?
Yeah. Whatever happened to that big dude?
I think someone died and they stopped
Yeah,
filming it
that's
or
why they
something.
stopped doing it, because that crazy dude. He's from West Virginia, too.
Damn.
He was out there. For sure. I think
On Oxycontin.
he had, because I remember do you remember the story?
No.
He drove down somewhere, and I'm pretty sure he got stuck. It was like snowing real bad, and he got stuck, and he slept in his truck, and I think it snowed so bad that it covered it covered the truck,
Mm-hmm.
but the truck was on, so he died from carbon monoxide poisoning.
What the hell?
Yeah,
That's how he died?
something like along those lines.
That is a crazy story.
Yeah,
What was he doing anywhere where it was snowing that much?
he lives in West Virginia. That's
Does it snow that much in West Virginia?
oh, it snows a ton. I'm pretty sure.
It's just east of here, ain't it?
Oh, but it's in the mountains and all that, dude.
That's true, I guess.
Could you imagine? Are you a fan of driving in the snow?
No.
Dude, it's so sketchy.
Yeah,
That-
no.
And that's one of those things. Does it get worse as you age? Like, do you get more afraid of it, or you have to because you're less mobile? Like, if you're 65 driving a damn, what would you drive at 65?
If I was 65?
Yeah, what would you drive?
I don't know.
I could see you in like a you'd be in a minivan, all white minivan, like an old box minivan.
Minivans, man, a lot of people give them a bad rep. They're kind of cool.
Well, yeah, pedophiles give them bad reps.
Jesus. No, but they have like my sister, she used to have that leather interior and like the touch screen. And
Yeah,
everything.
but your sister's
Seat
a
was
mother,
very
and she could get
comfortable.
away with driving a
You
van.
could do a lot of stuff with the seat to make it comfortable.
Do a lot
It
of
had,
stuff
like
with the-
cooling and heating and all that jazz. What?
Are you trying to sell me a van?
I'm just saying they're not as bad as you think.
I'm not saying it
If I
is
was
bad.
65, yeah, I would have a van probably. Yeah.
It's okay. So you're in your van. Okay, it's snowing. You think you can beat home the snow, but you don't. Cause you know how you're driving to like the fucking wherever you're going. It's like say it's 200 miles away, and you didn't plan on some snow going down, and then you start getting nervous. You start seeing it. You're like, oh shit! And then you see cars passing you. You know how you're on the highway, and you can see cars going the opposite way. They got a fucking mound of fucking snow on them. You're like, fuck!
Yeah.
I'm driving into that.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, this fucking road's covered.
Yeah, I'm fucked in a minivan. I mean, that thing's like front wheel drive.
Oh yeah. Also, hopefully you got some people in there, like some kids to help you out. Like, hey, if we get stuck, I'm staying in this bitch. Y'all, we're gonna have to fucking walk 3 miles to get some help. Yeah, but snow and black ice is mad stupid. It's like, what's the point of this? Because you remember being in school, you're like, oh, let's get some snow days in here. That's all I want to do is play this. Now I'm like, fuck all this snow.
They close for anything anymore. Like, it's crazy.
Well, if you were a principal, or I guess who you have to be to cancel school? Superintendent or something like that?
Director of the board or something.
What would you cancel school for?
I don't know, but they cancel it for everything now.
Yeah.
Like if there's a chance that it's going to snow, they're going to cancel it before they even know if it happens.
Heck, well, now, if you're a kid, I would just call and complain. Like, dude, that's what I would do if I was a kid. I would just out a teacher for something they said. Like, oh, my teacher said I got a 60 and Bobby got a 75. What the fuck's that about? That's got to be something there.
I remember in the 8th grade, they let us out for school because there was a tornado that was supposed to hit. That bitch hit as soon as we got let out. So all these people are frantically driving home in a fucking tornado.
And then you get home and it clears up.
Yeah. I'm like, y'all waited till the motherfucker got here.
I don't remember if it was in middle school or high school, but there was one day they canceled school. They're like, it's supposed to snow bad overnight. Like, it's like 9 o'clock, nothing rolls around. And when they think it's going to snow, I stay up late to see. I'm like, I got to see it come, like, to be like, okay, I'm good now.
Yeah.
And then I stayed up till like 1 in the morning. I'm like, fuck,
Man.
we got school. I said, there's no way. We're going to go to school. Woke up, went to bed, woke up early. I was like, it didn't snow. And they canceled school already. I was like, what?
Damn.
I think
That's
my
low.
mom said that they canceled school before I even got out of bed. And then I was like, that means there's snow. When I was like,
Dude, kids now, they ain't got it like we used to, where you have to wait to see your fucking county.
Oh
scroll
my
across
God.
the bottom like the NFL draft.
and then if you miss it, you're like,
Yeah.
I didn't see it. Did I
Shit,
miss
I
it?
gotta wait for it to come around again. It'll be 10 minutes before I know.
That's when you realize how many counties are in Kentucky. You're like, they're just, and they're ordered. They're just like, where's that? Where's that? That's nowhere close to it.
Fuck Hancock County.
Yeah. It's like Henderson County. I was like,
Yeah.
And then you get mad at other counties when they're closed,
Yeah.
and you're like, we're still open.
They're
Why
always closed.
yeah, why can't they go to school?
Yeah.
That's so true. That you used to have to watch the fucking. Now you can just Google it. Now you'd have to turn on the one time in the world you'd watch the news. You don't even know what they're talking about.
You ain't gotta wait till the next morning now. They're gonna tell you the day before.
Oh yeah, they're going.
Like-
Yeah, they call you personally now.
Yeah, they're like, you can just remote in on your laptop. 'Cause everybody's got a laptop.
That'd be terrible though.
I couldn't do it.
No, I'd be like, oh, I'd rather be at school.
I tried cheating that way. I took a college math class online, and I failed.
Online, I'm pretty sure I failed an online class or online math class, and because I thought it'd be a good idea because somebody told me you can do all the homework whenever you want. I was like, bet that means it's all due, but it just has to be done like by the end of the semester. Whatever. I was like, I'm gonna work ahead, get this done. Didn't do any of it. Failed all the tests. I was like, this is a disaster, and did not understand. I think I went in. And I think I left the class knowing less than I knew going in. I was like, did I lose the ability to do math?
All I learned about college is how to cheat. That's
Yeah.
it. Like, I found websites where I could go and put in math problems, and they'd solve them for me, and they'd show the work.
Wait,
so
was
I
it
could
Chegg?
show the work.
Not Chegg. What is that website?
What, that solves problems?
Yeah.
I really don't know.
I remember there was a website, yeah. Yeah, dude, and I remember logging into my math lab. I almost said meth lab. My math lab, and just seeing the questions. I'm like, or they would let you get, like, you know, you can do it so many times, and if it's a A, B, C, or D question, I would just do it until I got it right. I'm like,
Yeah.
on to the next one.
Like, I got a 75% chance of getting it right.
Yeah, and then they let you do it 2 or 3 times, but
Yeah.
you get to that third attempt, you're like, if I get this one wrong, I'm fucked.
When I was in class, I wouldn't say a fucking word to anybody because I just didn't want to be there.
I
was
never
just
said-
so angry.
I never
That I
said
was in
anything in
class.
class. Like in college, you mean?
Yeah.
I didn't say a damn
It was
word.
completely different.
And then they put you in a group work, you're like,
Yeah.
and then you realize how dumb you are.
And how much you don't say anything in
Yeah,
this class.
yeah. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, college was an experience. And then, dude, I don't know if I should be sharing this on the podcast, but I will.
All right.
You want to know my best college day? I was like, yeah, this is college.
Yeah.
Right. So, I was going to BCTC. I was next door to UK, right? I was like, okay, I'm kind of in there. Like, you know what? I'm almost in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say I'm on Kentucky's campus.
Yeah.
But this girl I was talking to, I just met her. She's like, hey, leave class and I'll blow you. I was like, what? I was like, this is the first girl I messed with in Lexington. I was like, of course.
Yeah.
Left the class.
I was looking for a reason to leave already.
Right. Left the class. I was more of leaving like, oh, this ain't going to happen. I went and hung out with her. Got a blowjob. Right?
Yeah.
Went back to class. I was answering all kinds of questions. I was
Hey.
76.
What's 5 plus 8? 21.
I was saying everything.
Shut the fuck up.
The level of confidence I had going back in the class, I was like, oh, I'm just good in here. Like, who cares? You had me back a test saying I'm failed. Bitch, I won already today. Dude, it changed my life a little bit.
What is the answer? This dick.
And what if I walked in like she sucked me off in the parking lot of Commonwealth Stadium?
It's like, Tyler, what do you think the answer is? I didn't get my dick sucked. What? I don't know what you're talking about. 21.
Yeah, that good times. And the perfect thing about that, we parked in the back of Commonwealth Stadium, and we're facing the park or the road behind the stadium. So I'm like watching traffic just go by. I'm just like hey, have a good one. I just had to drop me back off of class though. And I was like, man, that was awesome. I was like, and then it didn't happen ever again after that. I was like, did I just get used?
Yeah, nothing like that ever happened to me at college. I just failed.
Well, you went to college with a bunch of church goers, didn't you?
Devoted Christians. Yeah.
What does that word mean?
Devoted? I don't know. I heard it in a movie.
I thought it was devoted.
Maybe it's devoted.
Is devoted a word?
I don't know enough about it to argue.
Wait, the religion or the actual word we're talking about?
The devoted word.
You said devoted. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's share the people with your knowledge of what your college. And I'm going to look up this word.
I never understood why you had to go to church anyways. I mean, no one was there to go to church anyways. I think the percentage...
It's devoted.
It's devoted?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I mean, it's D-E...
Make it say it.
Devoted.
Damn. You win. All right. It's devoted. Oh. Jesus Christ.
You forget that it's going to come in your ear.
Yeah.
False,
I
by the
feel
way.
like God just spoke to me. Whew. Oh. Hey, man, did I tell you I went to a water park yesterday? You know what happened?
No, you didn't tell me what happened.
All right. So, niece and nephew wanted to go down the slide, right? And Kayla didn't want to go, so I was like, all right, I'll go with y'all. You know what I mean? I ain't been down a slide in years. Like, probably since I was 14. And I get up there, and I didn't realize that my ass was too big for the tube until I sat in it, right?
Right.
So I'm sitting in the tube, and I realize I'm in trouble. But it's too late. I've already waited this line, walked all up these
You're
stairs.
going down that
I got
slide.
people watching, you know what I mean? Like, the light is
And
green,
you're
it's
not
time to
walking
go.
down that damn thing.
Yeah. So I hit the first turn, right? The first little dip to the right. And my weight overcame the tube, and I flung right off the bitch.
You stayed in the slide.
I've never been on a slide that requires a tube without a tube. I don't know where the fuck the tube went, but the tube went down the slide real quick. Then I'm on this tube
There you go.
on my back.
You're on,
right?
So you're on the slide on your back?
Yeah, or
Okay.
I'm on the slide, on my back, no tube, freaking out, wigging out, right?
Wait, and you're moving.
Yeah, and somehow I end up going head first down on my back. So all I can see is the sky, and then it randomly went into a tunnel and it got dark. And it's dark, right?
And
And I'm on my back, and I'm sliding, and I'm flailing my arms around and shit because I'm scared and I don't know what's going on. Like, I was really scared. And then all of a sudden, I just hit the pool at the bottom, and I get a rush of water up my nose, and the woman's like, "Oh my God, are you okay? I've never seen that happen before."
Right, make you feel worse, huh?
I'm like, y'all should have told me how damn big the tubes are. But yeah, that's what happened. So then later on, right, there's one last slide they wanted to go down, and I told them I would go, like it was similar to the other one, but I would go only if I could use a 2-person float for me, so I knew it could hold my ass in there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we get all the way up there, right? And this is a long line because this is the big one. Like inside of it, it's got music playing. It's got
What?
lights playing. It's a full like enclosed slide the whole way, and it's just got lights and music playing. And when I get up there, I happen to notice, holy shit, there's a scale. You have to weigh a certain weight, be under a certain weight to ride this ride, right?
Fuck your height. You can't wait.
Yeah. And on the little sign, it says 350 or under. And I was like, holy shit. About a month and a half ago, I couldn't ride this fucking ride. Okay, let's see what happens. So it's got a green light on both sides. On the left slide, that's for singles. On the right slide, it's for doubles. I had a double float, so I said, fuck it, I'm going to go on the double
And then
side.
you get more
even though
weight
it's
over
just
there.
me. Yeah. So when I get on the scale, left side goes red, right side goes green. And the woman's like, well, I've never done this. Let me talk to my supervisor. So people are standing around waiting for her to talk to her supervisor, find out if my fat ass can go down the slide or not. So she gets the okay, and she goes to push me down. And when she does, I got stuck right on the hump. And she just had to keep pushing me till finally I
Is she like a little girl?
budged.
Like a?
I mean, she was, I don't know. But
I mean, like, was she smaller? Like,
she wasn't real small. She probably 150 pounds at least.
did she try to push you down the slide?
Yeah. And, man, that was terrifying. It was playing that damn 2-step cowboy boogie.
Oh, so now you're not gonna listen to that song, are you?
Grab your sweetheart and something. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was playing that, and it was dark, and I was just hitting. My shoulders was hitting the damn sides every corner I went into. But, yeah, that was my experience at the water park.
Well, are you going back, or is that retired?
I'm good for now.
One time in my life, I went to. Wait, where was it? Was that what is that park called?
Venture River.
I think I've only been there once. Is that the one with the that? It's like this. It's like a fucking ride. You get on. You put a life jacket on it. And you go around the circle. It's like a miniature wave or a.
Yeah, they call it a cyclone.
Is that where it goes in a circle just real fast?
Yeah.
Like with the water. But one time I went to Holiday World, right? I was probably like 14, 15. And the old wooden roller coaster. It was the Raven, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Get on the Raven, like doing my thing. This was like somebody was killed on it, like in the past 5 years.
Yeah.
You remember that story?
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking about that. Then I'm like, I wonder if because that's when I kind of got scared of wooden roller coasters. I was never really scared of roller coasters, but then people started dying left and right, and they were putting it on the news. Before I went to Six Flags,
Yeah.
somebody died before I went there. I was like, what is? But they died in the one in Texas or somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, hey, don't do that to me before I go.
And there was that Kentucky Kingdom somebody died too.
Oh, and they shut that thing down
This
for
was all
years.
within like 5 years, I feel like.
Yeah, I remember because it was like, it was like a thing. It was like,
Yeah.
hey, somebody used to find this guy killing all these people at the Holiday World. And, but, so I get in the ride, right? And the thing, you know how they wooden roller coasters, they just shut the thing on you.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, it feels kind of tight. Or it was kind of loose, but I was too nervous to say anything. I was like, well, I got a seatbelt on, so I'm kind of good.
Yeah.
And the thing's like, we're going up, and I could feel how loose, I can move it up and down. I was like, oh, and I just did it myself, and I shut it way too tight. And so we get done with the ride, right?
They couldn't get you out.
No, they could not get me out.
What did they do?
They like the whole team's like trying to pull it, like because you have to go down a little bit to come back up.
Yeah.
And so I'm just sitting there freaking out. Like, And then it makes it worse is I was with my stepmom and my dad wasn't around. I was riding with my stepmom. I was like, what the fuck?
One ring? Okay.
Should we be worried? Is that the people upstairs?
I don't know what that was.
That was a phone.
But it only rang once.
Yeah, is that a threat? What does that mean?
Is that a warning?
I don't know because hey, don't look out the window.
Don't say shit about your stepmom.
Where was I at though?
Your stepmom?
Oh, they all gathered around. People were freaking out, and I'm a kid. I mean, I'm an adult kid, right? I'm 13. I'm getting to almost my adult age, but I'm just past being a teen or a fucking kid.
Yeah.
And I'm freaking out. I'm like, what if this thing just? Because my thought was, this thing just keeps in rotation. You just got to hurry up and get on it off.
Like it's on a timer.
Yeah. It's like, what if this bitch just shoots off again? I get stuck on there for the rest of my life. I almost cried.
Damn.
I was like, because they had to, and then they had to almost pop my fucking thighs to fucking get it open. I was like, what? And then I was like, not again. Never again.
Come out with some tools and start taking
Yeah, it's like, dude, they finally got it, but I was like, oh, I'm not doing that again.
That's always been a struggle for me, but I'd rather be tight in there.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
like,
me too.
I've always only got the one click. I ain't never got more than the one click. Especially that one. That one's a tight fit. The Raven.
Yeah, it is. Like those. Can you fit those little things? That's like
barely, dude.
They're smaller than our
that's
chairs.
When I was like 16. Barely.
Can you ride regular roller coasters? Like if you went to.
I really don't. I'm not too.
You're not too fascinated with them.
They scare the hell out of me. I rode that new one out there. It's scary as shit.
I'll tell you one I won't ride again is there's this one. I think it was at Six Flags that it's just a chest strap. And you're in a seat.
You dangle?
Yeah, and you're dangling against the strap, and all it is a seatbelt thing that's buckled. I'm like, no.
Who's the guy that decides they're safe or not?
I don't know, but you got. Hopefully, he's. Whoever makes like the architect or whatever that does all that, they got to be on Adderall or something. Like that's how far down it. It's like, what if he's doing OxyContin while he's? No, just put a regular belt buckle on. It'd be all right.
A couple dirty jobs in my day.
Did they do? I'm glad. What if they showed you the amount of people that died, like before you was about to do something, there's like, 6 people died this week. We really haven't figured out what the problem is yet, but y'all can go ahead and ride it. But there might be a couple boats loose. We don't really know. Or it's like you get stuck, like when the ride just stops in the middle of it. That's when you're like, and you're in the middle of nowhere. Like some roller coasters go out in the middle of the woods. You're like, where the fuck we at?
I like the roller coasters that aren't too crazy, but they're just crazy.
Like that little dragon at the fair.
Yeah, I love the little dragon at the fair. Or like the indoor ones at Universal.
Oh yeah, they can't ever. Oh, they get kind of sketchy though. You see pose and stuff. You're like, am I about to hit my shits on this?
You remember that Transformers one? That's like the future of rides.
I don't remember.
It had like the big 3D screen in front of you and stuff.
Oh yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, it made you feel like you were like riding on a car. And
and people were jumping on it and shit. Do you remember? Have you ever rode the Spider-Man one? It's the 3D ride.
No, I've heard a lot about it though. Didn't we also do one that was The Simpsons? That
one was cool.
Yeah.
My favorite thing we did in Florida was that damn dolphin ride or whatever it was.
Yeah.
With the free beer and wine.
Yeah, I was telling somebody about that the other day because remember we tried to go out of the bay and into the ocean. And as soon as we got there, the waves got huge as shit. We're just going to turn around. Like, people are falling over.
Yeah. Spilling wine and shit. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, because they had a lot of seats on that damn boat, too.
It was a big-ass speedboat.
I went on one with my mom, and it was a sailboat. It was pretty dope, too. But it didn't have a lot of seats. Like, everybody was just standing around, of course.
Like a lot smoother. Like.
Yeah, it was. It was
sailing.
Yeah, but they had that damn thing. And it was kind of scary. Watch your heads. You know, like.
Oh yeah.
So you didn't get fucking whacked off the
that called?
Sailboat.
No, the thing, the bow.
The what?
The bow.
Little bow wow.
Yeah.
Bow wow yippee yo yippee yay.
What happened to him?
I haven't heard about him since he was stealing from BET.
Yeah, I seen a picture on Facebook of him holding a gun, and everybody's like, "Get your ass back in the house, little boy."
How tall is he?
I don't know. I imagine he's around 5'6".
I could see him. He could probably still play in like Mike 2 or 3, whichever one.
Exactly the same.
Exactly.
He just grow his hair out.
You know who I recently watched a video of? Aaron Carter.
What's that guy doing?
Oxycontin.
Really?
Yeah, he was huffing. He was huffing.
That's what Steve-O did.
Oh yeah, he was. Is that why he sounds like he does now? Didn't he say something about that?
There was like a documentary on him huffing like air duster type
Yeah,
stuff.
air dusters, and they just having cans, empty cans of.
Think about that. I'm at work, so we got all.
What is an air duster?
Shit, I don't know.
Who's out here dusting air?
I think it's like nitrogen.
Yeah, it's something. It's got to be something like that.
In a can. Because when you spray it upside down, it gets cold as shit.
Is that how they do it? Like an inhaler?
Yeah, you're not supposed to, but yeah.
Well, is that? I feel like that's how you discover drugs. Do not drink this or do not.
Yeah.
And then people just don't care.
Yeah.
Have you ever done anything sketchy like that? Like being a kid? You know what I almost did?
What?
You know how in a backpack you get a new backpack or some type of bag and they come with those little bags that say do not eat?
Yeah.
I almost was like, I feel like they're lying. I feel like I found the best candy. I've never tried it, but I was like, why do they say do not eat?
If it was the best one, I wouldn't want no one to eat it.
Exactly. Yeah. Who's trying to find this?
I know one time at a shoe carnival in Evansville, Indiana, I was trying on shoes, and I tried on these pair of Fila's. You remember Fila's?
Yeah.
I don't know why, I just like
Wait, is the FILAs? Or how you
FILA? Yeah. They kind of look like retro Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
And I put it on, and I was like, something don't feel right in this shoe. And I looked down in it, and there was a syringe in it. Yeah.
But it was sticking the way it didn't poke you?
Yeah, it didn't poke me, but I don't know how I did.
How'd you get your foot in there with it?
Well, I started to put my foot in there. I was like, what the fuck is in there? You know? And I was like,
was this one of the shoes that was in a box or just on the shelf?
Yeah, it was on the shelf just to try on. Like,
oh, so somebody walked by and...
yeah, I guess. They're like...
They probably was just trying to get rid of it. They probably wasn't trying to attack your foot.
No one's going to buy these shit-ass shoes.
You're like, Mom, I want those shoes.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it went down.
What'd your mom say? I bet she freaked out.
I don't even know. I don't know if I told her.
Did you ever play basketball at shoe carnival?
Yeah. Every time I went.
Yeah, I was a hooper.
I loved going to shoe carnival.
That was the only reason I wanted to go. Yeah. And then they would yell, "Oh, we got a sale on 50% off sandals if you buy two."
Yeah, and then the kids would run up there and spin the wheel, and the guy's like, "Hey, don't do that."
Hey, you fucks. Dude, I told you there's a bar across the street from where we are right now that has the same setup that Shoe Carnival had.
What do you mean?
The basketball goal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In it?
Yeah.
Like it looks like an extended closet with the back.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. And the goal is every bit of 11.5 feet.
High?
Yeah, it is high as hell.
Yeah.
No, I mean this one across the street.
Oh,
but that one's just far. That's a far.
Yeah,
that is
breeze all day.
Because the smaller, because the goal is smaller though, isn't it? Yeah, when it gets smaller and it's that far away, like that's what really developed my jumper.
Yeah.
You though?
Yeah. See, I got used to that goal when I never could transition into a normal basketball.
What could you transition to a basketball court?
Good defense.
You know what I want to do? One time when you come do a podcast. Good defense.
What?
When you come do a podcast, I want you to bring your Xbox and your 2 controllers.
I don't have an Xbox.
What do you have?
It's PlayStation.
Did I just insult you?
Yes, you
What
did.
is the difference?
Samsung and iPhone.
Okay, I get it.
There you go.
Fuck Samsung.
What? Fuck Sam's phone? What'd you say?
Fuck Samsung.
Yeah, fuck
Sounds
Samsung.
like I'm directing that to Samsung. And like, fuck Samsung and his kids.
Sam sung a song about Sam.
Damn, son. Oh, damn it. I did have a... After we do this podcast, we are going to do a reaction video today.
Okay.
I found a video.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and give you an insight. You know who Riff Raff is, right?
Mm-hmm.
You a fan of him or not?
Yes.
Okay. I'm a big fan of Riff Raff's personality. Not only his music,
we
but...
are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum.
Why do you do shit like that?
Isn't that one of his songs?
I don't remember.
Him and Andy Milne.
But have you ever seen... Well, I guess this will ruin it. Oh, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely right. I'll shut the fuck up. Do you think that Riff Raff... Do you think that he's understood... Misunderstood?
I don't think
by
his I understand what he's doing.
Exactly. But do you think his community does? Because as far as being a rapper, he's more of a creative rapper than he is just a... I'm not saying rappers aren't creative, but like a lot of people in the rap game do not like Logic because he's more creative than he is mostly a rapper, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
They're just their personality, like fucking Logic plays on Twitch and all this, and he's also a rapper, and then he brings that into his music. And I think that's what Riff Raff does.
Like how Young Thug fucks guys and wears skirts and shit.
Yeah, but he's also a rapper.
Yeah. Okay.
And the rap game wants you to be a rapper.
Yeah.
And or a thug.
Yeah.
That's about as far as they want you to go.
The stereotype. You gotta.
But also, we can't talk about this. I can only talk about this half the time.
Yeah.
You saw that video of Charlamagne saying he hates when white people talk about rap.
Yeah. Fuck Charlamagne.
He's out there. He's a smart guy, but he's definitely fucking out there.
Named himself the god.
Yeah, that's pretty insulting.
Yeah.
But Riff Raff, his personality, the way he's crazy, and I mean that in a good way.
Yeah.
So, have you ever seen? Hopefully, you don't ruin this for me.
Okay.
Have you ever seen his freestyle and Sway in the morning?
No.
Okay, people, be ready for a reaction video. Do you think? I think that I want to do because the reaction video I really like doing, but we did it within the podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we should separate them? Maybe I'll bring in a video, or you can even bring in a video, and we do the podcast, then do the reaction, and just have it a separate video.
I think if it's separate, it's easier to focus. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and I think plus we lose time when we could just talk in the podcast.
One day, can you make it pop something up when I go like this? Can you make something pop up there?
Yeah.
You can do that?
Yeah,
really?
Of course.
That'd be
Dude,
cool.
I am... Well, you've never seen me edit, have you?
No, I just show up.
Dude, editing is a process. I was
Sure
saying it's fun to do, but like these are harder to do because I have 2 cameras, right? So I have to watch the entire however long we do and cut one camera off and cut the other one on when you're talking. And when I'm talking, it goes back and forth.
Yeah.
I have to, deviate it out. So it's just not.
Young Jamie.
Yeah, I wish. Shit.
Jamie and Joe.
But so after this, you've never seen? Wait, did I already ask you if you've seen his freestyles? I already asked you.
Yep.
Dude,
is it good?
it's funny. It's something Riff Raff would definitely do. Everybody, I think people misunderstood it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's misunderstanding.
All right, I'm excited about it. Not to pull away from that.
No, go ahead. We're done with that.
But have you seen Lil Dicky on Sway?
Oh yeah,
his freestyle.
yeah. I've watched all this.
Like, fuck.
It's not like that. It's not like don't be expecting.
No, man, it was good.
No, I'm
really
saying no.
good.
I'm not saying don't expect Riff Raff.
Oh yeah. I don't.
Yeah.
At all.
Because
different books to me.
But also they have to write though. You ever seen Kanye's?
Oof, no.
Oh my gosh, he doesn't even speak in it. He looks so because they're. I don't know if they really. Could you remember that? You don't have the answers and all that Sway. I think after that, he asked you to come back on when they got cool again, and Sway throws a beat on him. He's like the 5 Fingers of Death and wants him to freestyle, and Kanye obviously was just like, yeah. He's like had a beat behind. I don't really want to freestyle. This ain't my thing. Yeah. And he makes a little joke. He's like, you ain't got the answer, Sway.
Damn.
It's terrible. But
have you ever seen Jamie Foxx tell the story of when he met Kanye?
I think I've heard it.
And
Can you reiterate it? Tell me.
Yeah, he was like, Jamie Foxx has these parties out in Hollywood, and he invites a bunch of people and stuff. And like in his house, he has like
this is because Kanye's a lot younger than him, right?
I don't know.
Okay, never mind. I'll shut the fuck up.
I would say probably because he
Not
was
a lot
hosting the
younger,
party,
but,
and at the time, no one really knew who Kanye was.
Right.
So he was like, this weird kid that's sitting over the corner.
Wait, I think this sounds like the story how he met Chris Brown.
Well, I mean, he might have told the same story several times. I don't know. He said it was this weird kid sitting over the corner that no one really knew, and he was like quiet, and his mouth was swollen.
Okay, never mind.
And he had just been in a car wreck.
Yeah, car wreck.
His mouth was wired shut. Kanye West, not Lil Wayne.
Yeah, so you heard the story after that, huh?
Yeah. And he said he told him he had an idea for the song, but he needed someone to sing the hook. And it was like, he needed a singer. And Jamie was like, oh, man, I'm a goddamn singer. Put me in the fucking studio right now.
Wait, so Kanye said he was doing a song.
Mm-hmm. And he just needed someone to do the hook.
And Jamie's already famous.
Yeah.
And he wanted Jamie to come do a hook. Okay.
Yeah. Jamie was bottom famous compared to what he is now.
Right.
And he gave him the lyrics, and he was like, She says she wants some Marvin Gaye. And he's like, no, stop. Don't sing it like that. You know, because he's talking all weird because his mouth is wired and shit. And then he ended up, like, showing him how to sing it, and it came out with Slow Jams.
Right.
Which is the song that boosted Jamie Foxx's career.
Right.
And it also helped Kanye.
Right. That is a good song.
But he wasn't going to sing it the way he sings it in there. Kanye told him to do that. And he wrote all the lyrics.
Okay, I hope that's a true story.
It is a true story.
No,
man.
I'm not saying you're lying about it. But I heard a story how Jamie Foxx met Chris Brown, and Jamie Foxx was.
Oh yeah, I've heard that one too.
What's that one?
Yeah,
that didn't seem awfully similar.
Yeah, it was similar, but
Was it the
it
same
was about
night?
dancing.
Yeah,
I think it was. 'Cause like,
same exact story, but dancing.
yeah, Jamie was like, I danced my ass off, man. Fuck you, I'll dance better than this fucking kid right here. And then he goes out there and he does not dance as good as fucking Chris Brown at all.
And
Chris Brown
can dance his ass off.
He really can.
Dude, I just thinking about you going down a slide without a float.
It was fucking scary, man. I came down and like the kids are looking at me, Kayla's looking at me, and I feel like they wasn't as scared as I was. So I felt like I was being a bitch, but no, it was scary. I don't give a fuck.
It's funny you tell me that story because I kind of think about, I watched a cheetah fall through a well today.
Fuck. Okay.
It fell in a well and it couldn't get out.
Fun fact, cheetahs can't swim.
That thing was toughing it out.
Yeah.
And a bunch of people had to lower down a float to get him out.
Damn. Oh, yeah. Speaking of the slide, and my thing was, I was like, man, I hope there's not like a loose screw or something hanging out. Could you imagine?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
We used to, at Holiday World, when they came out with that new big water ride with that, it starts out a slide and all of a sudden it opens up to this big ass checkered circle thing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We would flip out of it.
Holy shit.
On purpose when you hit a curve.
One where you drop down on it and you.
Yeah. We would flip out on purpose and they would have like vents, I guess, to help the water management. And you would hit those vents. Oh, you lucky you didn't catch one of them too.
I would never do that.
You never flip out on float on purpose?
I would never do that slide there. That thing's tall. I did the one at Venture River the other day, and it scared the shit out of me.
And it's a hike up. That's the only reason people go back down. They're like, it's more dangerous to walk down wooden wet steps.
Yeah,
500 of them than it is just to ride the ride.
We hit the bottom, and I freaked out, and I flailed my arm up, and I hit my elbow on the bottom of the slide. It hurt a little bit.
That hurt.
Yeah. That was good.
Did you know that the side of your elbow, I hope I didn't say this on the podcast already, the side of your elbow hurts just as bad as your funny bone?
That's hard to believe.
Oh, dude, I did it the other day. I was like, that was not even the funny bone.
Why would they call it that? The funny bone?
Because it's called the contagious bone. And laughing is contagious.
Man, I gotta pee.
Already?
Yeah.
We'll do like
See me drink this whole bottle.
How long do you think we've done so far?
Sitting there, I don't know, 35 minutes.
50.
Think?
I'm looking at it.
Oh, okay.
Don't ever question my authority.
Yes, sir.
Do you need to go? We can take a break if you need to.
No, I'm all right.
No, I'm all
I
right.
can last a little longer.
Pause.
Hey, how long does it take for your heart, your beats per minute to get down after you've been running?
Instantly.
Really?
Mine went yesterday when I sent you that. Mine went from 170 back down to I think it got down to 80 pretty quick. I was looking. Mine's at 54 right now. Well, if this is right, mine's at 54 right now.
Practically dead.
Well, I looked it up and I'm not trying to toot my own horn.
Yeah.
But the internet, Google tells me, ultra athletes resting. What?
Go ahead, ultra athlete. Tell me.
This is only. I'm not saying it. Google said it. And,
yeah.
I mean, Google's pretty. I mean, you heard. Google's pretty right about everything, right? Google is devoted to what I need to do in life.
You again? Jesus.
But Google says that ultra athletes, right? Their resting heart rate is between like 30 and 40.
Damn.
Yeah, at resting.
I'm obese as fuck.
What's yours at resting?
Like 67.
Well, mine's at 55 right now. That is crazy. But do you do you think these are pretty reliable? Like, is there a study of 200 colleagues at Stanford University? It's like, I did my resting beats per minute. I found out, if this is right, what I'm talking about is a Fitbit. If you're listening to this in audio, how are you? But I looked through my sleep habits or whatever, because I've only wore it for one night. But this thing tells me I do not sleep. It said I was in deep sleep for an hour.
Oh, yeah. That's about right.
Is that normal?
Yeah, at most I get like 2 hours of deep sleep, and the rest is just light sleep.
Yeah, what is light sleep?
I don't know.
Is that, well, I'll tell you what, my deep sleep must be when I got to wake up for work and listen to an alarm.
Speaking of deep sleep, I had a dream last night that Joe Rogan was trying to kill me.
Dude, do you know how easy he would kill you?
I know. That's what I was thinking about. I've seen so many fucking podcasts of him explaining how he would kill somebody. Remember the time somebody compared him and Elon Musk, and they were like, he was like, dude, I'd totally fucking wreck him. I would murder Elon Musk.
Because I remember that podcast because they were talking about how smart each of them were. And he said, well, which one would win in a fight? And he said, I'd murder Elon Musk. And I was like, holy fuck.
I know.
Yeah. I don't think he's wrong.
And then in my dream, I thought about the times he'd do like impersonations of like a bear. You know what I mean?
His animal impersonations are scary. Could you imagine him in the woods? A guy like that in the woods while you're walking in dark.
Yeah, I wouldn't want him behind me. No offense, Joe Rogan. I'm a big fan.
Do you know he's really, really short?
What?
He's real short, like 5'7" short. Oh, he would still kill you.
But could you imagine Joe Rogan trying to kill you?
I don't know how much
we scary.
What? Yeah, exactly. And you're saying he's 5'7"? Have you seen? Oh, dude. Let me preface this. What? You know me.
Yeah.
I don't have any hatred towards little people, right?
I don't think so.
Right. You've never seen me in a podcast talking about how I don't dislike midgets, little people.
Dwarfs.
I watched a video. I think it was in Russia or somewhere.
Yeah.
There was this thing a couple years ago that got real popular about this guy running around town beating up full-grown men.
Damn.
Like he was fighting them, and he looked like a child just hitting people's legs, and it was so funny.
The way they punch, they throw their whole body into it.
Like, you talking about little people or Russians?
Yeah, little people.
What do you mean? Their whole body, they have to.
No, everything is involved in a punch.
But that's the way you want to punch. You want to bring it all around.
No, I'm saying they got great form.
Would you fight? Okay, what would have to happen for you to fight a little person? Or someone that has a disability in general? I'm not saying it's a disability. I'm saying it's different.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, $1,000.
That's it? I was talking about like they scratch your car door or something.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I didn't fight that old man that hit my mirror and cussed me out. But he was an old man.
It's at a certain point you just gotta be like, God, he's got what, 6 years maybe?
Yeah.
You just feel bad for him.
I even rolled down the window as he's young. I was like, I'm sorry. You're right. My bad.
That probably made it worse.
Yeah, I know. Like, get your fucking liberal ass out of here.
He called you a liberal?
Yeah.
What'd you have? You have a bumper sticker?
No, I don't know why he said that. I guess because I was being nice. I don't know.
Because maybe liberals do park close to fucking conservative trucks and shit.
Like, yeah, I'm a liberal in my 4.6 V8 F-150.
Fuel efficiency.
Yeah.
I haven't had a run-in with the old person in a while. Oh! Speaking of old person, I don't know if it's because they were old, but I was driving in my work truck, right?
Yeah.
And you could fit 6 of my trucks in the space between me and this other car. Mm-hmm. And they're already driving slow.
Good cushion.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm going. I ain't waiting. They lay on the horn. And they're so far back, I have time to stop in the middle of the road and look like, you're really blowing the horn?
Still.
Yeah. I was like they did it like they were about to pass me and I pull out in front of them. I was like, I have time to stop.
So they were mad because you passed them?
I didn't even pass them. I just went across the road.
Oh.
And they were mad. They were far enough back.
Oh, you were at like a 4-way and you pulled out to go because they were taking so long.
Yeah. And I could fit 6 of my trucks in between where I went, and they were coming.
They were like, holy shit, you're about to kill me.
And I'm stopping, look.
I'm coming. I'm about to hit you here in a second. Oh my God. Oh, he's gone.
That's exactly
That's how I imagine it.
Yeah, that's what, man. Like, I have a lot of respect for the older generation, but some of them I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
I think some things weren't as hard as they make it to be. They were probably just doing it the wrong way. You know what I mean?
That, people, is how we're going to end the podcast. So, next Tuesday, you'll be hearing from us again.
Absolutely.
If you're watching this on the video, if you don't want to watch this shit, you can listen to it on Spotify and Apple iTunes, and I'll link both of those in the description.
For those of y'all listening, thank you.